I'm going to hope that we are back. Let me know if when you can hear me again. Okay, cool. Well, so my computer may have just blue screened, so things are just going super well right now, you know? And we already looked at this.
An inconspicuous pile of the roof in it. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Well, that's all I have to get going. No worries, take care of yourself. Did we already check this?
What do you see?
We went through all of it already.
This trash container. The body is downwind from here.
We could try using a private, or we could have...
He might also...
Time to attempt to remember all the dialogue options that we chose.
Before you stands, vapor emanates. This must be the...
I mean...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, the frequency, the soft...
This is Precinct.
Hello, Alice.
Operating the radio is easy.
This is Officer of course.
Yes, hold...
Received.
Give it a minute.
Officer? Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. No one you know, what the union says goes. I...
Push her further.
The other people who live around here. Local people, You don't live here. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do?
And we backed off.
No, some people don't have...
So the union...
It was someone else. We'll find...
Yeah, go. You mean why did...
Why not?
We've got a guard.
No, why would you even think that? Please, I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. I do hope so. Please, don't.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so the stuffed bird. I think you said it had been... Didn't seem like you had fun doing. Yes, I've had sailors fighting.
Cool.
Well, even about little things. We go on, by the OO. I can't listen to it anymore. You to hell with... Then there was... I tried to say... And then you screamed. And then, I won't even make... I... Especially when...
Something in you...
No, you really weren't. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Wait, no.
Did you just...
I didn't know what to say. Okay, but... Oh, yes, that...
Interesting. You still have to find... You hear a...
Anything else I can help you with? It will...
Her voice... He's carelessly chewing on a piece...
Oh. Yes, there's no end
Oh,
to the
it
misfortune.
sure is snowing.
Who? You are? You lost your human heart to... Or... Yep. Yes.
He sounds...
Cut down.
Abstinence could...
And you survived. Even better. With all the time... What else?
Is there...
To say
Is there a meaningful difference between
doesn't care.
the weather? Will that affect some of the scenes down the line? Nope. Cool.
What? You want the real and no?
It's not...
Cyanoacrylate.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second.
10-2,
The man...
10-4, 10-18. State your message, sir. 10-9, 10-4, message. Is it him? Says he lost his badge and... He what? He lost. This is coming. You mean your partner? What is he saying? I'm his. It's your partner. Did he lose it? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking. It's opposite.
Dick Mullen, defend yourself. Immediately.
He says this.
Okay.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucked? Satellite officer Vicmar is wondering
back.
if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over. Mullen dicked us.
Come on, operator, tell him to stop. I just want to get a report and be done with it.
I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Didn't you close your eyes shut earlier and now you're making fun of me?
Badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
I think I really like Monsieur Vidieu.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Definitely did not lose the gun.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
No, of course I didn't lose my fun. God, fuck it, I didn't lose my
He
gun.
says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Like, what can I say? A regular goddamn murder weapon. You know how they are. Bang
He
bang.
says it's just a regular gun.
Sounds like he's being deliberately vague.
Detective Mullen has done it again. Where's my gun?
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
I have the feeling that they're mocking me.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he's still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Yes, sure.
He acknowledges your joke and asks you to lay off.
Lay off. Lay off? Tell him we'll lay off when he retrieves the goddamn police property that he has been entrusted with.
Satellite Officer
I heard him and I'm on it.
For affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
I've been dire need of financial assistance. You know, with everything else going on,
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
this is very good.
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
I'm begging you here. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight.
He says he's in trouble, doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vicmar said...
Please come get me. Bear mind
He
me,
says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
I heard you.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Personal details.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Well, I don't know if you got my badge description in your way. Could you read it to me?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Okay.
Understood, sir. Over.
Bye.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The
Toolbox
metallic
need anything?
drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
It's almost like they're making some sort of comment about the types of people the cops are.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Fair.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Copo type.
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Sorry, cop? I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
This is a good video game. I did not take anything from the toolbox. I mean, do I need to just... Is there any restriction to how much you can carry? Because if I need to, like, carry one in one hand, I would like to make sure that I know what I am using them for first. Well, Gardner and Fritz store. Just grab every object you can. Okay, cool.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a metallic drawer. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a...
Okay, bye. You can't equip. Okay. Well, back inside for just a moment. I just want authority embarrassment to the party. I mean, hey, still got authority against men. You're one sorry piece of shit, a cop penitent, a flagellant cop monk. It's not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, writing Lord Owen. God. Well, we cannot be the cop who is just the sorriest until we unlock another slot, I guess.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
2 hours?
An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet.
Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Not gonna like it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together.
Wild Pines.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium.
Thank you.
This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale.
No comments on that, Kim? Cool. Good.
Can I help you?
Talk to Sophie. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
Bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it, I did. I threw it against the wall.
You broke the skewer.
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
Maybe I have a vendetta against it?
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said you're nice, but also her employer. I mean, come on, the power vertical here. Very good. Not what we told Sylvie we'd say, but kind of right.
Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
What is this feeling?
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Maybe I am Krasma.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
What if I am
We should
Krasmazov?
return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
Me those
What
keys.
for, Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Seen something here.
What
Can I talk
thing?
about? Saw signs of mess halls should
Yes,
union.
not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Why can't I go in the
What
kitchen?
are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
There may be something impertinent to the
He
investigation.
wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
I figured. Thank you, reaction speed. You can threaten to sing more karaoke.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Excellent. Good. We're doing good work here. Oh, there was a typo? I've missed a typo.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's this?
A warning from some part of you.
First to Mazov's government is the 11-day government, the 9-day. Oh, I totally missed this.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see
This-
milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
The
Among the
rags?
threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Let's go for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
So glad we have
The
Kim.
rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
They're not towel mug,
All
that's
right.
all.
We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Think someone from the world ignited been involved?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Okay,
The lieutenant
fair enough.
nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apples and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something
Yoink.
larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet.
Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Sure.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
And I'm getting the mug.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Just open it again. Start digging for the trash more. Guess we can check over here one more time.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material.
Perception.
Eternite.
Skill points into site. Let's. Okay.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. Eternite.
Gonna be super good at perception.
It's nothing. Someone just left because it's nice and orderly. Rhythmic pattern. Calm.
Well. I'm assuming this isn't the type of game that should be save scummed. Gooded.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I I'm going to trust the game enough that I'm not going to get myself into an unwinnable situation. So we'll take the punches as they come. And if I get into a horrible game over situation, then maybe we'll backtrack.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
That's questions.
Of course. What can I help you with? Sure. I'm done with it.
That is literally all it took.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Directions?
Of course. Where to?
What's in the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
To the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
South?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just
outside the
coast.
canal.
There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
And to the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
Thanks.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Look at that. That was an entire normal conversation. So, now that we have the ammonia, do we need to discard Scuno? Okay, those are interactable. Oh, it's literally the giant interact button.
A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything
There's
else?
a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Lovely.
It's a metaphor for you. Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
White papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
There's mention of a naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from Snoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples.
God.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Cases appear to employ some sort of naming
You
convention.
mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
Nope, titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have a case named the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case in the
There
room.
is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
And we even got a pet. It's all coming
The tasks
together.
you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
I was just thinking recently about the inherent satisfaction of slashing through completed tasks. It's good shit. Try it out.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Hangman?
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Can I read the case files now?
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3.
What
The
kinds?
topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls.
It's for giving the
And
3% earlier.
bottommost are
Fair
field
enough.
autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Field
A
autopsy.
dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Also, in my defense, all that 3% did was change my expression.
But they appear pleasantly vague. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
What's up with the clip?
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling.
Poor Raphael.
You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Cool. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Can I
Any
read it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Match the headlights
Yes,
to your camera.
RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
Cool.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Real official
Something
shit.
rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment and something small inside? Light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
I'll take a look.
Shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How do we open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
So...
Is not what you end up doing.
Cool.
You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat. The stuff of death itself.
Look,
And
it's hard to open a clipboard
of toilet cleaner.
when you don't know where your home is.
You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls. Probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
Shut up, nose. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's
Your
help.
nose does not understand what it did wrong.
Is there anything else here?
Petty theft.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to be a wide load. Not sure if I can feed
2?
them though.
That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I burned out, alright.
That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the small papers.
I would prefer not to look at the racist mug, actually.
Guillaume Le Million.
Oh, hey!
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Meow province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Incredible. I mean, hey, we got some bonuses. Do you see all the white checks you currently have active? Okay, so even after I have internalized something, it still takes up a slot. Cool, 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 cool. Those on my art tool to be tried. Cool. Let us try to examine the body one more time.
He still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
One more try.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces
we did get a 6.
Ducts. You managed to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
I don't think I want to be a cop anymore.
Get a hold of yourself. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Do it that way, I just can't keep it down.
This is a 2-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
This is me with my shit together. You didn't see me before.
No, it's not, officer.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do.
Volumetric shit compressor.
It's pretty bad right
now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and
give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Your shit is part and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area to achieve a soft level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Something similar with 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that'll help. Absolutely incredible. I think I would like to avoid talking to children more for the moment. Let's look into the headlights and talk to our manager again.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
Can we turn on the headlights?
Right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl, like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
Headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Sorry about blinding you, by the way.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we?
Let me see. Right here.
Sure, I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Perforations?
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally 'em up.
The first row has 18 dots.
Cool. Very
Not
impressive.
bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
What all falls mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Feel like I went around apologizing all the time.
Maybe you were a diplomat, or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
216 to be exact.
That's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Speaking of bets and sauce, I guess. What's the last number?
Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
That's not too
For an
many.
RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective, or self-destructive than others.
Yeah.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off
Cool.
the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Inexplicable feminist agenda. There is something you need to see, sir. We found the remnants of an ancient artifact lodged in your hypothalamus. It is a cylindrical object, piss-weathered and smelling of liquor. The paint is peeling off, but you can clearly make out the letters Revolutionary Feminist Agenda on the hull. It appears that some time ago, before you became a joke, you were an actual feminist. Somehow you've come to that conclusion. Perhaps you can work your way back.
Incredible. You would have to quit drugs to get there. I'll take that. Yeah, let me just ask the only person who's putting up with me right now if he's killed people. Okay, we do need to get the volumetric shit compressor first. Okay. Make poster and some red pennants.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please, it's not funny.
Got time for a
The
few
man
questions?
puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Got some impressive pots.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Stay masculine. You don't mean that, right?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Wonder where it leads.
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
It's part of the world of rags or something about this place that makes you want to know.
But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
It's hardly worth a title. Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. The door does not budge.
Fair enough. Okay, question on thoughts. Ones that I have internalized. If I forget them, can they just be, like, remembered at any time? Or do you need to re-internalize?
Can I help you?
Here's your trash
Thanks.
container key.
I hope you found what you were looking for.
Victim's
How
clothes.
strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Someone on your staff.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Gets permanently ruined. God damn. Okay.
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes. Another thing. Great.
This
I
mysterious
love those.
blue steel door.
Yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
About
Yes.
that money.
Have you got it?
How much do I owe you?
A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real. Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
We'll get back to it. It's fine. Cool. So, only after you have... Where? Only after you've internalized it does it become, excuse me. Does it, cost something? I guess I have time. Oh, it even keeps its progress. Well, that's cool. Is there any chance we missed something upstairs?
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
It's fine. We're normal.
The door is closed.
I'm so sorry, Kim. I can change.
The fan stands still. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Bring it on.
Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
Never mind.
The lights are off again. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Cool. We're very good at the whole existing and being a person thing. So, I admit that yes, I know that we haven't even started to explore outside of the area. I guess we might talk to Kuno one more time. And then I'll probably call it, because I am getting a little bit winded.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Discuss the body.
Talk about it. You're testing. Get lost. Yeah.
Crime scene.
The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
Dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How'd they get there?
Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
Someone may attempt to the murder scene.
Listen! Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not
Why
to
would you
notice
flip
giant
this?
white letters FALN running down his trouser leg.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
I do already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway, pig.
Climb a ladder?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you'd say the ladder's unclimbable.
Does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
I don't want to show the horrible child, the horrible mug. So,
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
He's hiding something.
you hiding something?
If Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Screen better not taken out of its squirrel context. Okay, this is... I need to trust this game's writing more, because it's very funny. with the topics that it does cover. It's good. It's good shit.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno! Speak louder, Kuno!
It's exactly what I'm saying. Someone has tampered with the crime scene cleanup somewhere.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together here.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching! Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
Know what's in the greenhouse?
Oh no, Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Gardener used to work there.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
His eyes get a little watery.
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Ain't that true?
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kuno, I keep throwing up and I can't investigate the body at all.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano. Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
I mean, you're obviously handling it well.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter.
Kuno-fied non-vomiter, here I come.
Right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Can I actually try it again?
There he still is, looking
Yeah,
right
nope.
through you.
Anyway, an entire +1? Hell yeah.
Hello again, officer.
How are you doing?
How are things?
House in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it.
And
helps
the
everything
roofing
green up
material.
in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Disingenuous grandma.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
Interesting.
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
Any chance you're keeping an eye on
No,
us?
of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Thank you, Kim.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this, then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Okay, but I said I was going to finish up, but now there's a little shed. It won't take long, right? Right?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear I was thinking about justice.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Steal the child's money. Where does that take us? Farther away than I expected. Okay, this is an entire new area. So, I think I genuinely am going to call it for now. I mean, yes, the jacket is very important, but also, I'm tired. But I've been enjoying this so far. I feel like it's been kind of slow going just by nature of the game. But yeah, I definitely see why the people who like it really do like it. At least I'm getting the vibe so far. Anyway, that being said, my brain is starting to feel a little bit like mush. You may have been able to tell that we've been having just a few frustrating technical difficulties. So we'll see what we can do to get that fixed up. But for now, I think I'm going to call it and figure out what to do with these two separate VODs that got created.
Thank you.
After one more gift sub, this time to Juicebox. Thank you very much, Frank. I do like Juicebox, but also, please, that is so many. Anyway, wherever we raid, I will probably not be able to stick around too much. But I do see that Mime is doing some art. Look, I cannot answer for him, Juicebox. For some reason, this is just the life that he has chosen. But anyway, so like I was saying, Wednesday should be good with Boss. Thursday should be good for another game since we finished Asterisk. What was it called? Milk Outside. Yeah. Sunday will, you can tell that my brain is just stopping its functioning. Sunday will be busy. Actually, we'll be meeting up with Frank, so looking forward to that, but it will mean not streaming. And we'll see where it goes from there. Anyway, I'm going to send you over to Mime. They are good. They're doing some art. I've gotten some art from them in the past, and they're also just a cool bud. Does look like there might be some like sort of monster kind of body horror type stuff in the current work that they're doing. So if you're not into that style, no worries if you want to dip out, but Frank has put a raid message in the chat if you want to use it. That being said, even with all the technical difficulties and the delays and I really appreciate everybody who stopped by. It makes me happy that people have been excited about this. I will try to be in slightly more energetic spirits next time we come around to it. But I very much appreciate everybody who contributed to our hype train, everybody who lurked, everybody who saw the list of content warnings and then went, nope. I very, very much appreciate everyone who has chosen to gaze along into the abyss. Know that the abyss gazes back. Right, I'm supposed to toggle my eyes there. I'm super with it tonight, you guys. Take care, my gays.